What's up, guys? It's Mrjamvad, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server. It's been a beautiful last couple of days, my guys. I do miss uploading on a regular basis, and so as I said, next week will be the last week of infrequency, and then from there it's how much content can you take. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, today we're gonna be featuring this team, Start Sweeter, Comfy team. He sent me like 5 comfy teams. I don't know if it was just a variation or if he was just on a comfy kind of, he's in a comfy mood. But yeah, this is what we're gonna be using today. It's been a minute, I think a couple of days since I played. Though it's fun. I'm enjoying myself. Remind yourself, it's supposed to be fun. Something else, guys. You saw my post yesterday. Something that hit me recently is I don't know what I don't know. And I mean, I've always known that I don't know what I don't know. But I think we constantly have to remind ourselves, and this is super important. And because of me realizing that, whenever I learn, like let's say I tell you something now that you don't know, but you didn't even know you didn't know until I told you. And then there's a moment, right? You then now assume that you know it all, which is interesting, right? Even though I've just proved that you don't. And so there's now a realm of unknown in not finding a better way to put it, that you still don't know you don't know, yet you feel like you know. And where that's relevant is, when I think about bad habit, think about my book, and think about who did well and who didn't, who saw results and who didn't. It dawned on me that there were things that I didn't know about teaching people. And I'm developing an audiobook, but it'll be an audio program, and I'll involve a lot of these things, and I'll let you guys know when that's done. Comfy does well here. Stealth Rock. Do I have any Rock Helmet users? No. But Stealth Rocks get Dharma, Calm Mind, probably sweep, in all honesty. Especially because I'm Mono's Fairy. What's my speed tier? 100. Guards will against 1, 2. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm like head plotting. What's my rocker? Because I'm not getting past the Muse, so he guards poorly. Like I should have had more of an outward game plan, but let me finish this thought. And so when I think about those who saw success and those who did not, because this probably won't 2K him. It might if he's not max HP, but he likely is. Because their aura is just freaking incredible here. But I want rocks up so that Darm has a limited amount of switching. So when I call mine, this game's over. Yeah, as I said, it won't 2KO. Knocks off. Might crit him. You never know. So spikes doesn't even go for rocks, which surprises me. So rocks plus spikes would have been superior than just rocks. As he opts for the Darm here, I mean he'd have to earthquake / blitz. There's nothing on his team that can stop the defog if he U-turns. So I'm guessing I'm gonna be staring down Nick Crossman with Meteor Beam or a Taunt Zam. Urshifu won't be enough. Pretty sure I eat this, even if I don't. I guess we could go this route too. I see. Didn't expect that. Not that it matters. I really wish I did defog, knowing that I don't die. That was actually sloppy play on my end, considering I just go Comfy here. And so thinking about the long term, again, Comfy always comes in. Close combat is irrelevant. Como isn't irrelevant, but I'm thinking about the long game. And so at this point, I do have spikes too. Yeah, I do. Comfy comes in, I get health no matter what. So that's why it's kind of why'd you set up, right? And so Darm, after a Calm Mind, loses. And that's what I wanted. And so Mantine comes in, yeah. I just, like, this Darm is gone. And I can haste spam on whatever he so chooses. And so let's say this comes in. If he has Meteor Beam or something like that, yeah, I'm not letting that happen. And so this probably has automized weakness policy, I'd assume. Or like Meteor beam outside common. What is this? I'm not sure what this does, but we're free to scald here. Yeah, there's the meteor beam. I didn't think he'd go for it that turn. It actually did a lot more than I expected. It doesn't matter though. Now I know his item. And I'm assuming it's like autotomized meteor beam heat wave then. So I'm expecting a photon geyser here. So I'd assume heat wave is his other move. Actually, this is semi-problematic. Yeah, I guess I didn't factor in how annoying this would be, because I don't know. My thing is, if Zeraora doesn't kill this, then it's a bitch. Actually, I'm faster than that. I'm tripping. Never mind. What's the speed tier on this? Calm mind. You can't meteor beam. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, autotomizes. I'd have to hit. I didn't want to give up Zeraora here potentially, but I'm expecting him to autotomize or I'd live this. Yeah, I needed to survive that. Zeraora is just such a randomly bulky mon. I don't want to run too many calcs this game because again, I'm assuming Comfy can clean this out, but you know, yeah. And so, Zeraora wins, Comfy wins, Ferrothorn, which one did I rather have? Jirachi wins, and Ferrothorn. And the Gyarados can't set up, so what's the difference? Yeah. And so this forces I get to go Zeraora. He has to go to Urshifu. He has to go to Urshifu, and then he has to Sucker Punch, which means I can go into Comfy. Now, if he has Poison Jab, but he has Bulk Up, so I doubt he'd have Poison Jab. And if he has Poison Jab, then he doesn't have Sucker Punch. So there's the Zam. I needed to break any potential sashes. Position my Jirachi well, and so that should be it. Because Zam was the only thing left that could save him. Guess it doesn't matter what I click here. I'll calm mine. It didn't matter what I went for. I'll Thunder in case I can get the Power Axe. Didn't matter what I did there. Let me throw up Wish here, knock him out. I'm thinking if I get enough health back to where I guess it doesn't matter what I do now, does it? Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter what I do. Because I was thinking, I'm like, is there something that I'm not paying attention to? Like, literally, as long as Jirachi's in versus Urshifu, because he has to go for the attack, right? I go Comfy, and it's done deal. Because I Draining Kiss. He can't go Gyarados to do much. Because Pixie Plate plus Rocks is too much of a problem. And so I'd assume he expected to be able to DD here, right? Let's see how much this Comfy's doing. Maybe it's like mad annoying. So obviously there I'm not gonna be stop inbounds. Wow, that does a lot. So let's Training Kiss here. Really I should have taunted there, but let me get all my health back. Yeah. Really I should have taunted there. Actually Bounce did a ton to me, so probably I should have just but yeah, I just, as you can tell, I just sacked Zeraora, come in and Draining Kiss. But yeah, like, that probably wasn't like I should have just taunted there, guaranteed one with. But I was curious and I wanted Comfy to win the game. So many sloppy, like there are so many times where I could have like won the game earlier. But I was honestly, a lot of that was out of curiosity because there were just so few ways to lose that unless I really just threw. We have several win conditions there. I just needed to know. I'm not super up to date as far as what sets are popular at the moment. But as far as, not knowing what you don't know, if you approach the book, because I remember emphasizing, I reread it this morning because I need to humble myself, and because I'm listening and learning from just so many different sources at the moment outside of Pokemon, and that's what I've always done, taken the outside unrelated things and integrated them into Pokemon. That's why the book has a lot of psychological aspects to it. And I've been listening to these things, right? And I'm like, yo. And so one component emphasized, you never really, the moment you say, I get it, that means you've sealed off your mind to learning more. And so you've capped out how far you can get at a particular thing. And it dawned on me, like, I've done that several different times throughout my career, of Pokemon. And I had to relearn, get re-humbled, and then I'd discover something new. That's how the 3 pillars were discovered. And I call it discovered because it's not like I invented them. They were literally discovered, Let me think on this. Get rid of T-Tar. Stirachi can sweep, but it can also be completely worthless. It takes a bit of muscling for me to sweep with this, but focus on T-Tar. Getting rid of that first. How do I lure in his steel types for Comfy to go crazy? I need to. The steel types get forced in by. Comfy. I mean, like, it's about it. Toxic Dry Pulse gonna be a new. Clefairy was gonna be a nuisance, but I'm gonna slow play this one. Biggest issue to him is definitely Zeraora. As I say, I'm gonna slow play it rather than me mindlessly just messing up his Clef here with a Plasma Switch / Volt Switch. I can knock off first. I'm getting rid of any life orbs, getting rid of any because I don't need my Zeraora to be at full. I'd like for it to be nice. So sticky bars to try to trick. See what I'm talking about? And so now he's packing the heavy duty boots. He attempted to go for that and trick and all that stuff. And I'm going to allow him to keep his item. That way, if he tricks again, somebody can at least get a heavy duty. Because if I knock him off again, he's going to. He's probably gonna Volt Switch here. If I knock him off again, he's gonna try to take a leftovers. And so I'd assume, yeah. And so here he's gonna try to take leftovers. Let him take that. Yeah, let him take that. Let him take that. Because then now he's trading for a spike. And he can't get rid of him. And they're going to really batter his team down. So his initial play would have to be... Because I can just knock his leftovers off here. My Ferrothorn won't take hazard damage anymore. I'm just thinking what would be my decision here. Spikes, 2 layers of spikes. Actually, knockoff guarantees me value. Either goes to Magnezone, takes spikes plus knocks, so he can't leftover sub down because he's fearing body press, or I remove that Tangrowth Rocky Helmet, which matters versus my Comfy's Draining Kiss. So there's the Magnezone. He was choice specs, which implies that he can't really do much to my Ferrothorn as is. Yeah, allows me to spike because I don't want to knock, because I don't have my if Tangrowth comes in right, and so now it's a situation of, because I'm assuming Drill is eventually gonna come in, so he takes my heavy duty boots as I'm gonna take his Rocky Helmet. Ferrothorn's getting low, but now I'm in a position where I can just position myself. I'm in a position where I can just position myself, where I can just have that Drill in a reactive spot. So I mean, he could Sleep Powder if he has it. But now, see, for example, I put him in a spot here. Now he has to decide, okay, do I opt for the hard Clef here, or am I staying in Sleep Powder? Or do I stay in and risk getting Toxic here? I don't have a spin blocker, so I have to play this a little differently than I plan to. But now I can really hammer down on his steel types, and so the most value out of the turn is guaranteed from Earthquake. Stealth Rocking. 100%. Dragapult is leftovers, and I'm always gonna position it to where the drill, if it's choosing to spin, because he can go for Will-O-Wisp Hex here. Mantine should always be able to guard well against that, but I don't want to have my Comfy be in right. I don't want my Comfy in. I almost missed. I've defogged in situations like those, but I don't want my Comfy in. So he's gonna go for Subtime. Well, this is annoying, but I take so little. Oh, this is sub darts. Interesting. 40%. Will-O-Wisp darts. Is this the wave now? What is this? This is actually semi-annoying, but darts have 15 PP. Scald. So I'm at 90. Let me see how much health I'm losing first. I was at 90. Okay, I see why you came and going into this. And so maybe my Comfy's gonna have to get burnt, which isn't like game changing or anything like that, because you know I do have Synthesis and Taunt, but I guess it doesn't matter if I'll go hard Comfy. 3 Dragon Darts. So he's gonna Will-O-Wisp here. He could hard switch to Excadrill, right? I was thinking that. He could hard switch to Excadrill there. The drill is lefties, and so there's just no way around that. Yeah. I don't think he'd go hard Dragapult. That just doesn't make sense to me, but I'm still gonna set back up the spikes. But that was a smart strategy though. Good to know that he's capable of that, and so I'm gonna keep that in mind as I'm trying to set up for my Comfy. Now that his drill is leftover, it's a little more annoying to do this, and I need to go Clef there because he kind of has to. But now that I know that his drill is also leftovers, it means that Jirachi can really overwhelm him, and he's just a Wisp Hex Pult. And so Trick, yeah, I want him to keep those leftovers so my Jirachi can feel comfortable. Thunder Wave, okay, it's not what you want to see. Thunder Wave Trick, is that what they run these days? Softball Thunder Wave Trick. Because I have Wish, and I could technically wish my Ferrothorn back, but I don't want. Well, his drill is actually fast. I don't think I need my. I don't think I care too much about Thunder Wave on this, primarily because I'm already slower than everything, and so I'm probably slower than Drill. I might be faster than Tangrowth, but all the relevant things, as long as I don't get para-haxed, I'm straight. But Ferrothorn is a motherfucker for him to kill, so as long as I keep Wish spamming and coming back, he's gonna be in a really awkward spot, right? You can't go Drill on me. And this allows for me to knock off. So he was actually gonna give me his drill to body press, which is interesting. So I can now spike freely. It makes sense to a degree because Ferrothorn is such a problem. Problem is it's very hard for him to stop me from wishing. Now Hex does matter. He can't hazard control. He can't knock me out in one. So I'm actually gonna spike here. Yeah. Rather than Leech Seed and then, you know, try to set this up with Comfy, because one steel type is gone, as I said, and so it's just a question of what can't he guard against, and in my opinion that's going to be my Zera Orange, because he paralyzed. The Tangrowth doesn't have as much control over the game as it would have otherwise. And so I'm free to just go for close combat here. It spikes up. It's very time because I could have just Volt switched out, but there isn't too much I can go into to really be like, okay, Tangrowth, this is what I'm about, you know. And as far as I can tell, it seems to be a Stealth Rock T-Tar. That matters because I'm thinking about whether or not I'll go Mantine on this Tangrowth, you know. Because obviously we can. It's not the biggest deal if my boots get knocked off. However, I'm feeling Como. Even if he were to go for Sleep Powder, I don't want my Mantine's boot knocked off. Even if he were to go for Sleep Powder. And so because I let his Clefable keep the leftovers, his Jirachi can no longer be tricked. I don't have to be concerned about getting tricked. And so now it's just a matter of time before that Magnezone comes in enough times to where so yeah, actually Oscar Clef. Cool. That doesn't really matter. I'm expecting him to double switch here, but it's such a, because Comfy is alive and because I let him keep his item, yeah, I figured he double switched there. But as I said, because Comfy's alive, this is really tough for him because I have Synthesis, because he has to Will-O-Wisp, right? And now I guess get to Draining Kiss as he goes probably into Tyranitar Magnezone, which is weird. You're saying like, why would you go T-Tar? It's because it's so bulky. He knew that like he'd probably take little to no damage, and he wants to get up Stealth Rocks, right? And so now we're gonna be staring down likely the Clefable again, but it's just gonna have to be a slow play game, especially because the sand is up. He can't just mindlessly go to his Dragapult. Problem is he doesn't want Clef to be in. Jirachi to be in on his Clef because Magnezone can't beat. So Magnezone's gonna come in, but because I have the Calm Mind up and the Wish up, he's gonna probably try to Volt Switch. Let's see if I get this Wish off. Nice. And so now he's gonna try to go out, Volt Switch out into Dragapult. I'm surprised by that. So I get to Wish again. If I get this Wish off, I'll Calm Mind. Nice. I'll Calm Mind again here. So I'm guessing he's hacks fishing. He doesn't have a choice. I do want to get to at least +2 because I know he's gonna try to hacks down with Dragapult. Yeah, there's the Volt Switch. So Dragapult, my rarest ugly head here. This is why I didn't care about having a speed. So now he's trying to remove my item. Tangrowth being gone means that he's super Zero Aura susceptible anyway. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm probably still faster than him. So he's gonna forfeit here. Oh no, my man, respect. Please, Jirachi. Nice. Okay, bet. And so now obviously he's at the mercy of everything. And so that was a cool little end game. Felt very strategic. So I really enjoyed the fact that we had to. I keep forgetting Sticky Barb. I haven't been playing enough, so I keep forgetting Sticky Barb is a thing. But I did enjoy that one a lot. But to wrap up that thought, man, when you jump into the book with a mindset, or anything for that matter, with the mindset of I get it, or with this armchair arrogance that you know more than you know. The people who I was thinking about it, and I posted on YouTube yesterday, all the people that made those, that got the book and made those, went from 1100 to 1600 to 1700 in like a 2-week period. When I look back, every one of them, beyond a shadow of, like, every single one of them said, Jam, I'm not even in they weren't even in the intermediate section of the book yet. They were in the beginner part. Like, they just did the beginner stuff, the same principles, and they just followed them over and over and over again, and got to 1700. And then they're like, they always PM me, Jam, you think I should go to intermediate now? I'm like, dude, you should have been intermediate for a minute. But the humility to which they approach the subject is the secret. That's the key. Well, one of them. I'm working on doing better. That's something I've learned recently, that hey, there are several things I don't know, and in how to be a more effective coach, teacher, or whatever. And so I'm currently working on something I call the laws of learning, and then I'll be putting that out soon. I have a lot of things that I'm writing and gonna make vids on to put out that really attack the psychological aspects of this, because it's a lot of times your thinking is incorrect rather than necessarily your skill level and all that shit. But all that being said, yeah, Comfy gonna be my guy in this one. Similarly, I'll just have to overwhelm him with spikes, and Ferrothorn just as difficult to kill as ever. Mantine just as difficult to kill as ever. I might try to destroy him with Jirachi, but it's gonna be a slow, arduous process, which is fun. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Yes, 2 Como answers. So the thing I guard the forest against obviously is Dragapult, and Rhyperior, depending on what that is. I mean, it's probably gonna be rocks, but I do want to slow chip that Rhyperior, so then I can Calm Mind and just destroy his team with Jirachi. So assuming, I think the most value, unless Dragapult's the lead, it could be Rocks Cliff too. And since that sticky barb thing is so common now I have to be mindful of that. But Ferrothorn's too valuable Pokemon, I think, to just allow him to sticky barb away. Or he Calm Mind. I wonder what I want to do here. It's tough. Because he could also be just like a flamethrower variant, you know, like with a life orb and not just faint. What's the worst case scenario? I'll go Mantine. Yeah. So I guess this is just the wave now. Okay. So Trick Clef is a wave. I didn't know that. So that's the wave now. Now I know. Okay. So it's interesting that he spikes, considering he can't afford to have spikes up on a on a long-term basis. My spikes are gonna go a long way. Generally, I guess Rhyperior doesn't carry. I mean, Ferrothorn doesn't carry. I didn't know. Come on, man. So I really needed this thing damaged because of my Zeraora, which he guards very poorly against. Obviously, wasn't thinking about that. And for my Jirachi, which I destroyed him with, but obviously wasn't thinking about that either. And so Rocks or whatever Earthquake likely to come out here. I didn't want to go Mantine, but I get to get Rocks up here, which is dope. My Ferrothorn can be wished back, which is awesome. So I guess this is just a new wave. This Dragapult has heavy duty boots as well, but I think these run Dragon Darts. I don't think heavy duty boots, especially because I know he's gonna expect me to switch. Yeah, got him. Nice. That's for my damn that's for my damn Comfy's looking real good right now. If I had that damage on Ripe, it would be amazing. I actually don't want my Comfy burnt. I'm not gonna go to Comfy on this. I don't want this burnt either. So he did have Draco Meteor. I just outplayed there. Okay, I didn't know they carried Drake. I thought it was Drake. So many things have changed, man. And there's the Reuniclus. And so, yeah, Zeraora, if he Calm Minds, right, he'd probably Calm Mind into Psyshock, into, yeah, Psyshock. Is this Life Orb? That did a lot to me. Well, I'm actually just a Mantine, so I suppose that's to be expected. So he probably has Psyshock, because I can sweep him here. I'm just curious as to what these run. So phase 1 is going to be removing this thing's item. It's Life Orb, okay. So it was Life Orb, which I don't want him to have. Should recover spam. Okay, that means he's gonna, okay. Now I know it's set. Alright then. Yeah, I got you. That Spike plus Rock's gonna go a long way now, because I know he's gonna Focus Blast. Now he's gonna switch to Mandibuzz. Thunder hits. He might be, I wonder what he is. Foul play. Fuck. Please hit, please hit, please hit. Does he have like Phantom Force or something? It's probably Wish. I mean, he's probably, say what, Will-O-Wisp Hex. So if I Wish into Stored Power, is that Impatient? If I Wish into Stored Power, because he has to Wisp me first. Because I'm not sweeping here, but I can't switch. But I can Comfy beat him. I'll use Jirachi on the front end. Yeah, there's no point in me calm mining here. So like Rhyperior can take a stored power because, well, maybe we'll see, because he might be he's certainly Spadef. So the Scizor is out, which I wanted to hit for comfy's sake. Stored power is currently 100. It's no power. I was just debating whether or not. So I'll sack my Ferrothorn here. He has knockoff, and he's lefties. Okay. I don't want you having leftovers, bro. So I'll knock off here. If Ripe comes in, then I take off his leftovers, and Como can come in on that. So obviously you want Comfy to be able to destroy. There's no point in going into Rhyperior. I mean, not Rhyperior, into going into Clefable, because that's set up fodder. Reuniclus kind of is too. And so I actually, I'm gonna body press here. Reuniclus coming in isn't the biggest deal in the world. I could see potentially a double to Mandibuzz here. So I do want to kind of double body press, but because I'm now burnt, this isn't doing any kind of damage to me. So let's see what he does, because as I said, because I'm burnt, this isn't doing any kind of damage. And if I get paralyzed, I see, that makes sense. Yeah, Scizor doesn't make sense there. You probably don't have U-turn. Oh wow, that did a ton to me. What? Oh, he has to be. I'm tripping. Wish. I get 2 chances to hit this Thunder. If he goes right here and I wish he's in a bad spot. Alright, that's exactly what I didn't want. That's annoying because now the Mandibuzz is alive. And the Scizor got the free switch. And he can kill me here. And if I miss the Thunder here, I'm gonna go. Come on, man. I might have just lost now, to be honest with you. Not necessarily, but you know, it's not easy. Yeah. Yeah, those Thunder misses were pretty whack. Yeah. Nah, I'll lose for sure. I could have played it out in a different way, but if I just hit one of the Thunders. So if I hit the Thunder versus Scizor, then I comfy swept. But now, like, I can't comfy sweep, obviously. I'm curious as to how much Draining Kiss. Yeah, I comfy swept him. But yeah, that's where we're gonna end it. But it's there's just a lot that's going on. But you can't bank on Thunder there. I didn't want to play that out to be like a super long game though. But Trick Clefables is apparently the thing. And that CM Jirachi said it's actually quite good. Quite good. But yeah, like I'm thinking if a resisted base 40 Draining Kiss did 15%, like +2 Jirachi's Thunder was about to drop that thing in the dirt. Like he was about to do at least 50-something% to that Scizor, which is what I needed. You know, force him out with Zero on rocks, and then I comfy sweep because I can taunt the Reuniclus. Synthesis and Drain Punch beat that because he lost his life orb. On Fort. Where is it? Yeah, I was seeing if I had any investment. Nah, but I'm actually surprised how much I took from that Mandibuzz's foul play. But yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hit the like button. Peace.